Unfortunately, it has just become a habit already to start a program with a saying Tehillim for our brothers in Ukraine. I have nothing against saying Tehillim, obviously, but we have to keep on saying it for the safety and security of our brethren in Ukraine. May God help them and save them and bring security and peace to everyone. So, Kapitel Kufchof, Shir Amalus Aladenu Batzoros Eli Krose Veyan Neini, Adonai Atzilu Nafshi Mitzvah Shekem Eloshon Remiyo, Ma'it Elochom Yosef Lochloshon Remiyo, Chitze Giver Shunu Nimen Gachal Eresomim, O Yoli Kigati Mesho Shchati Molikedor, Rabbas Shochlo No Nafshi Mitzvah Nisholem and Nisholem, V'chiad Dabir Hei Molam Bilchomo. Let's take some tzedakah, put in some tzedakah in the Pushkin. Rabbeinu Shalom, Tefillah, tzedakah, and Torah should certainly bring the peace and the completion of this exile. Parsha of this week, Tazria, where after discussing the birth of a child and purity and impurity related to that, the Torah starts, "Vadaber Hashem and Moshe v'Aaron Lomer." God is speaking to Moshe and to Aaron. Adam ki yeh ba'or b'soroi. If a man, a person, has on the skin of his body, se'es, oisapachas, or baheres, says a white blotch, a creamy blotch, or a bright spot, and it forms a suspected lesion of tzaras. Now, tzaras usually is mistakenly translated as leprosy. It is not leprosy. Leprosy is a bacterial infection. Tzaras is a spiritual infection. It is not contagious. We don't have to get vaccines for it. You can't do any tests to find out any kind of a chemical test or any kind of an injection. It is a wholly spiritual reaction in general for speaking Lashon Hara, for speaking evil about others, speaking bad about others. And this affects people, affects clothing, affects homes. So the Torah says, what happens if a person has this tzoraas, this lesion? So the Torah goes through, says, Vahuva el Aaron HaKohen, has to be brought to Aaron, the priest, oy el bonov, oy el achad mi bonov HaKohanim, or to one of his sons, the Kohanim. So this has to be brought as a checkup, as a cure to the Kohen. And then the Kohen will judge if it is considered pure or if it's considered impure. Now, if it is impure, then says the Torah later on, v'hizgir ha-kohen es hanega shivas yomim. The priest will then quarantine the person for 7 days. Quarantine. Sounds familiar, although it's totally different. There is an interesting halacha. What about if it's a situation that there is no Kohen who is familiar with these laws, but it happens to be a Talmid Chacham, a very learned individual, who is familiar with these laws of tzaras? So the Kohen has to bring this Talmid Chacham, and he should check it out, and he will then tell the Kohen if it is considered pure or impure. Based on what this learned individual will tell the Kohen will now declare the person either pure or impure. Pure, you're staying home. Impure, you have to go into quarantine. Now one asks the question, if the Kohen doesn't know, and this Talmid Chacham, this learned man, knows, why does the Kohen have to declare him pure or impure? Why can't he do it? In any case, it's depending on what he says. And it's not based on the Kohen's knowledge, because the Kohen himself didn't know anything. So the Rebbe explains the following. Declaring the person pure or impure is, in other words, making a statement about this individual. Is he a righteous person or is he an unrighteous person? Even to the point that unfortunately we have to quarantine him. We have to send him away from the community for 7 days, and then he has to be checked again. Only a Kohen has the right to declare someone impure. Because as it says, the Kohen is Isha Chesed. A Kohen is a person of kindness. It says, that's why the Torah starts, V'huvo el Aaron HaKohen. Bring him to Aaron HaKohen, Oy el Echad Mibonov. In other words, bring him to somebody who has the quality of Aaron HaKohen, what it says about Aaron HaKohen, Oyev Sholem, Roidev Sholem, Oyev Esabrius. Aaron HaKohen is a man of love. Only someone who has the deep love for another Jew can take that responsibility of excommunicating someone. Anyone else has no right to do this. The powerful message of loving a fellow Jew, which obviously will bring us all into the Beis HaMikdash.